Hello and welcome to Hawk Talk TV. I'm Kyron Dene, and to break it down for you, Hawk Talk TV is where we are going to talk to QU coaches this semester. The show is going to include their current, previous, and future season. Today, I have women's basketball head coach Ali Schwagmeyer-Belger, and thank you so much for joining us today. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Doing great. Let's talk some hoops. So 3 games above 500 with about 6 games left to go this year. How do you feel the season is going?
Yeah, we've had ups and downs. Definitely thankful for where we're at. I think we're placed in a really great situation. The first point system came out, and so good results on that. So just really thankful for where we're at. Obviously wish we could have gotten some closer ones in the beginning, but we got 6 games left, so we're going to give it our all.
For sure. And you guys are coming off a road game at S&T where in that game you won the turnover battle 14-26. Also getting 26 points off of those turnovers. How important is it for your team to be good in that column as well as running transition?
Yeah, absolutely. We talk about playing really good, great defense and finishing with a defensive rebound so that we can push an offensive transition. If we can score 35% of our points in offensive transition, that's what we want to do. And obviously playing good defense and being able to get defensive stops, but also being able to create turnovers as well helps us in that offensive transition area.
Yeah, especially helping in offensive transition. It helps that your team is very young. Got a lot of young guys playing. For example, Haven Harden and Carly Peters. Mm-hmm. They get a lot of burns. So how have they impacted your team and the development of the young guys on your team as a whole?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a freshman class of 9. All 9 are great people, great players. Haven and Carly are definitely 2 that stick out. Reagan Reed and Maddie Casey also contribute high numbers for us as freshmen too. And Carly and Haven definitely have a motor. They're young guns, ready to be out there to play defense, run, and do pretty much what the team needs them to do at the time. And so really proud of them, how they've stepped up. Definitely got a lot more to go, and really excited to see where they can go.
Definitely. So looking back at the previous game against Drury, they had a 22-point third quarter. It looks like guys could be able to go on a run against your team pretty frequently, but how important is it to weather those storms and make sure you get everything under control? Yeah,
we talk about that a lot, how we have to come out and have better third quarters. We struggle with the third quarter some, and obviously that contributes to turnovers. And so we got to make sure we take care of the ball. You know, when we're turning the ball over and then we're giving up offensive rebounds, that's a lot of extra possessions for the other team and less possessions for us. So we want to come out and make sure that we take care of those 2 areas. And you know, sometimes having a younger team, you go in spurts. And so I think that we're just continuing to work through that as the season progresses. And just want to take care of those 2 categories, though, is taking care of the ball and making sure we get defensive rebounds.
Definitely. Now, in the huddle, I noticed you never switch off of attack mode. I mean, I've seen you raise your voice in the huddle while your team's up double digits in the fourth quarter. So where does that passion come from and your unique coaching style as well?
Yeah, a few things. So one, I truly believe that whatever you do, you're supposed to work at it with all of your heart. So you're working for the Lord and not for people. And so whatever I do, I want to do that for the Lord, and I'm going to give it everything I have. And a couple of other things, and the girls will probably laugh if they hear this because they hear me say this all the time, is how you do one thing is how you do everything. And I'm a true believer in that. And so for me, it's not if you win or lose, it's how you win and how you lose. And we want to make sure that we put our best effort and our best foot forward no matter what the score is, because we want to make sure that what we're doing it for the Lord, and how we do one thing is how we do everything. And I truly believe that that creates success beyond the basketball court, and that's what I want for my players.
Yeah, and you played basketball here at Quincy University, right?
For 2 years, yeah.
Definitely. So it might have been a different design than the jerseys you see back here behind us, but when you look at your team, who do you think would be the most fun to go out there and play with them?
Yeah, there's a lot. I think Carly Peters would be fun. She's just a heck of a defender, works her butt off, and you know, that's kind of like the spunk that I played with a lot, is doesn't matter what's going on, I'm going to work my butt off. And so I think just maybe having her as a defender so that I could just run and score a bunch of points and she passed me the ball, I think that would be fun to play with. So
definitely. Now looking ahead, you have Lincoln here at home, right? Last time you guys played, you won 64-47, and the defense was the big talking point of that game. They shot 27% from the field as long as 17% from long range. How do you guys recreate that magic here in Pepsi Arena?
Yeah, you know, we talk about defense a lot. We work on it every single day for about an hour. We truly believe that we want our defense to produce our offense. And so we're going to come out, execute the scout, know what they like to do, try to take that away from them and make them go to their secondary. So ultimately, that's what we want to do. And that's how we'll recreate it.
Alrighty, and now for UMSL, right? University of Missouri St. Louis. I was at the game that you guys played, the first one where Sydney Runsway hit that crazy shot, and it was a thriller, losing in overtime. So how ready is your team to avenge that loss and put up a big win against a dominant Tritons team?
Yeah, that game's really important for us. One, it's senior day, and so we'll have 3 seniors that day being recognized. And so for us, we just want to come out and we want to take, at this point in the season, you got to take 1 game at a time. So we got to take care of Lincoln, and then when we get to UMSL, we just got to make sure that, again, the 2 things I've been talking about is take care of the basketball, get defensive rebounds, and let's run an offensive transition. So we got to do that, and we have to be able to execute the scout defensively. So as long as we take care of those 4 things, I think that we'll put ourselves in a really good situation.
All righty, and that's all I have for you today. Do you have anything you wanted to add?
No, that's it. Thank you so much for having me.
All righty, thank you, and good luck going forward. Coming up for the women's basketball team is Lincoln University at home February 12th and University of Missouri St. Louis away February 14th. Make sure to pack out Pepsi for the women's home stint coming this week. That's all I got for you today from Hawk Talk TV. Thanks for joining us. Make sure to check out more stories and highlights at QUmedia.net and our QUTV social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram. Have a good day.